All the executives at the film companies and distribution companies, they're all on LinkedIn. People in the industry. It's people who go see films, go watch, binge stuff on streamers, and we want to be able to find our audience where they are. So if we know that our audience is primarily on Facebook, which is an older demographic, then we might want to have a profile on Facebook. If we know that our audience skews younger, then we definitely want to be on TikTok. And there's ways to utilize that platform as a filmmaker. I think everybody should be on Instagram because it's a visual platform and everybody is on Instagram. It's not a politicized platform, it's generally a feel-good place. Generally, you want to have a profile just set up on all of the platforms just to make it easy for people to find you. Because let's say, you've got a large audience, but some of them happen to be on Twitter, but not any of these other platforms. Well, they might want to look you up on Twitter, and then you can have a link to your website or your other platforms. LinkedIn is a very underutilized social media platform. Most people think about it as, the suit and tie set, right, for business. But you'd be surprised that every person you need to know is on LinkedIn because they're all the executives. They're all the executives at the film companies and distribution companies. They're all on LinkedIn. And very few people reach out to them on LinkedIn, which means that if you can kind of cut through that fear of doing cold outreach to people, it's a really great way to market yourself. We're not trying to be too salesy, obviously, but I think it's really important to utilize all those platforms. But specifically, for me, it's Instagram because everybody is on Instagram. It's visual, it's compelling. It's the platform you can grow your audience the easiest.
Okay. Yeah. So what are some key strategies for social media to both create and grow your audience?
Excellent question. So they're always changing depending on the landscape of social media. What you really want to do in order to engage your audience, to find your audience, is you have to spend some time doing some research, right? So if you're doing a genre film, there's probably hashtags about that genre in Instagram, in Twitter, even on LinkedIn, even on Facebook. So if you just type in those hashtags and you can start to see the number of conversations about that, then you can start to understand what hashtags people are following. And you kind of want to keep your hashtags that you use to be discoverable for conversations for a hashtag that are about 50,000 to probably 750,000, maybe 1 million. Because anything over that, you're going to get lost in the noise of all of those conversations. I like to keep my hashtag strategy to anywhere between 50 and 150,000 hashtag uses. Instagram will show you how many uses of that hashtag there are, because you're going to be more easily discovered that way. You also want to create really compelling content. Now, if it's for your project, obviously you're going to have a film trailer.